Hello, and welcome to New Moon Love Letters with me, Kaylee Wilson. For the past over a year now, I have been sending New Moon love letters to my email community, and I have decided to expand on this and create a video series as well, just for the collective, anyone who is drawn to watch these videos. So this first one's going to be more introduction vibe. Hopefully, as we get the video series going, I will have a better camera and a mic, but as of now, we're using the trusty headphone mic and iPhone camera. So I am doing this rather than waiting for a better setup because today is the Aries new moon, and we have not only the moon in Aries, but the sun, Chiron, Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, and Mars, all in Aries. Whew. It's a lot. It's a lot. This this stellium of all these placements being in Aries has not happened in recorded human history. And collectively, we're obviously experiencing a lot, and this timeline we're on is really not my favorite. Every day is a struggle, it seems, especially living in America. And I honestly hope with this Aries stellium that action happens and justice is served to those who deserve it. We shall see what unfolds. But for me personally, I'm taking advantage of this Aries energy by acting and doing the things that I want to commit to rather than waiting and putting it off, because I can't even tell you how many times I've had an idea of something I want to do and YouTube video series to put out, and I just don't do it. So we are doing it. We're doing it. So, just to give a little introduction of who I am, if you don't already know, I'm Kaylee Wilson. I am an indie artist, a musician. You can stream my music on all the platforms. You can buy it on Bandcamp. You can watch it right here on YouTube, listen to it. I do have a few visualizers as well on YouTube that you can watch. And yeah, I have a EP out, 2 EPs, and an album coming in the future. So there's that. I also own an herbal hair care line, Herbal Hair Care, where I make herb-infused hair oils, hair tea for hair rinses, a hydrating hair mask for a deep conditioning treatment, and plant powder dry shampoos. All plant-based. Most of the herbs I grow in my garden. I love gardening, have worked on different farms and greenhouses. It's a big part of my work and my passion, and I'm grateful I get to create medicine out of the medicine offered and given to me and to us from Mother Earth. It's really a blessing to work in reciprocity with Mother Earth in this way. And then I also do energy work, and I haven't done energy work for 3 or 4 years now. I've done it here and there for people who ask me, but outwardly I have not been offering it. In 2020, I did a lot of energy work. During COVID shutdown, I was doing multiple distance sessions a day, and it was beautiful and amazing, but I really needed to take a step back. Just was going through a lot in my own life and a lot of spiritual trauma as well, and just needed to step back. And my guides have been calling me more and more lately to step back into this part of me, so I am going to be offering energy work again. Reach out to me if you would like to receive my sessions. You can expect to experience peace relaxation, cleansing, and I receive visions and messages from your guides. It's a really beautiful experience. So that's a little about me. I recently chopped off 7.5 inches of my hair. It needed to go. It needed to go. Our hair is sacred. It holds our stories. It's an extension of our nervous system, our energy body, our inner worlds. And just the past decade, I've just gone through so much trauma, suppressed memories surfacing, losing my mom to cancer, being diagnosed with endometriosis. The list could go on. Those are the main things I've had to work through, and it just was time. It was time to let these stories go. I've recently came out of my Saturn return, my first Saturn return, and I recently turned 32 years old, and it was just time to let go of these stories, and I feel very renewed and fresh. I highly recommend Hair Grows Back, and with the support of Ka Herbal Hair Care, of course, it will grow back. And I will say, if you're interested in lunar hair cutting, with the full moon energy, you cut your hair to release and let go and shed. With the new moon energy, you cut your hair to call in new growth and manifesting and just new energy. So that can be a little guide for you with cutting your hair, even if it's just baby trims, still the same energy. Well, for this first new moon love letter video, I have pulled a card for the collective, whoever's watching this and wanting to receive. I pulled from my Green Witch Oracle deck. And the card that I pulled was Pine Tree. And I love this because I love pine trees. I love evergreen trees. They are such good examples of resilience to us. They never go dormant. They are always alive and resilient and standing strong. And especially now I live in the evergreen state in Washington State, where I am surrounded by evergreen trees. And it is amazing. My soul feels so alive being in the forest and surrounded by these trees and clear air, the moss. But so pine tree, it says vitality, longevity, perseverance. And I feel like this is very aligned with the Aries new moon and Aries stellium that we're experiencing right now. Life is exhausting, especially the timeline we're on, where we are constantly being fed fake news and lies and witnessing so much atrocities on this planet. And the economy is shit, and women are exhausted of being taken advantage of, and so much of us are done. And that was another reason why I chopped my hair, because I was just so exhausted and done from living. Like, I literally did not want to live anymore. And this doesn't have to be having unalive thoughts can be very tricky and hard to navigate. But they're very real, and it's really hard being a human and existing on this planet. And first of all, if you have thoughts of suicide, please just don't. And just find your people, find your support, find yourself, find your inner self and your inner truth. And don't let these people in power win. We are stronger. We can persevere through this. You can persevere. Like the evergreen trees, like the pine trees. Don't give up. Don't give up on your life. Don't give up on your passions, on what makes you feel alive. Find what makes you feel alive and do that, and do not give up on it, and do not lose your perseverance and longevity, because that's what I was doing. I was forgetting what made me feel alive. And it can really detach you from your core and from your feet being connected to the earth. And we are pine trees. We are trees. The trees are our lungs and give us life and breath, and they're our ancestors, right? So, have you given up on something you shouldn't have? How can you bring it back? How can you call it back? Maybe go sit with the trees. Go sit with the trees and ask them how you can bring back your vitality. And get off of social media, because it is a tool to destroy our souls and our light. And of course, there's so much amazing beauty with social media, connecting through the social aspect and consuming art, sharing art. I love social media. But it also is straight up a war zone at the same time. And it is a tool for propaganda and echo chambers. And that also can take away from our vitality. So please, get off of social media and go sit with the trees. The pine tree is a symbol of life enduring. The promise that even if things seem dark, it's not over. Some kinds of pine trees have root systems that are centuries old, and while a single tree may die, the established root system can introduce a new seedling to replace it. The rejuvenation cycle tells us that even when something appears to be dead or finished, there are still roots alive. Nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. Pine is a popular building material. It absorbs shock, is resistant to excessive swelling and shrinking, and although it dents easily, it is long-lasting. The pine tree card tells you to hang in there. Hang in there. Ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for support. You are not alone. The trees aren't alone. The trees communicate through their root systems. You're not alone. Please don't give up. Life may be knocking you around a bit, but even dented, you're reliable and can last longer than you think. You're powerful. You are powerful. Whew. I'm feeling a little emotional. I feel like I needed this as well. It was a dark winter. It was a dark winter, and we're coming back with the spring and the pine trees. I love you all so much. For those of you who have been receiving my love letters and taking them in for the past year, I'm grateful. For those of you finding these videos, listening to this video, I am grateful. I love you. I'm excited to share more. I feel like I want to share. I want to share what comes through for me and what I have to offer. So I'm not going to keep myself small anymore. I may be dented like a pine tree, but I'm finding my vitality again. And so are you. Thanks for tuning in to New Moon Love Letters, and I will see you next month at the May new moon. May, that means almost summer. We're getting there. The light is returning. Okay. Goodbye.